Yes, you guys, it's true. I did almost quit YouTube. I shared about this just a touch in one of my latest Q&As. And with all of the questions and DMs that I got following, I figured we need to chat a little bit more about this. I've been loving these new earrings. Look how cute. It just like takes my outfit and my look. Oh gosh, my hair. Bear with me, okay? Just elevates my outfits just a touch. The state of my home is not fantastic, but we just moved in 2.5 days ago and it's really loved and cared for. I truly don't have the capacity to like unpack Hulk style, Flash style. I'm just really burnt out. I'm really tired and depleted, and if I keep pushing, it's not gonna end well for me or my family. So I'm going slowly. But I wanted to just touch and talk about a few questions that you guys were asking me in terms of YouTube and how I could possibly get so close to quitting. First of all, I've been doing this for 5 years, which is amazing and wonderful, but filming and doing the editing process, so I have an editor, but there's still so much that goes into that for her and I to go back and forth. And the time and the energy it takes to create long form videos is just a lot in general. And back in November, I'm newly pregnant, not feeling great. I had a 6-week bout of not feeling well while I was still breastfeeding. The second I stopped breastfeeding, I started feeling better, way better. But this little 6-week window, I was questioning literally everything because I was afraid of what life would look like as a long form content creator with 4 kids, homeschooling, and keeping up. To me, back in November, December, and January, it wasn't looking like it was worth it. And it kept coming up in all of my conversations. I don't know how long I'm gonna do it for. I think I might be dwindling it out. I think I might bring it to a close. And I just kept saying that over and over and over to a point where I was like, Lord, is this where you are directing me? Because I can't let this thought go. It feels really free, actually, to be done. Just bringing back a lot of emotions. Okay, not perfect, but it'll do. It's better than the wet dog look I was going for. Okay, I'm gonna be folding some laundry while we continue this little chat. I just wanted this to be casual, and I really wanted to tell you everything because it is so rare for YouTubers to share, for content creators in general, Instagram, YouTube, but for them to share the reality of this job. I'm not complaining. I am so grateful for this opportunity, but from the outside looking in, it may seem like an easy job, or I don't know, fill in the blank. A fun job, super fun job, a really low maintenance, easygoing job. I don't know. But over the last 5 years, I've learned that YouTube it's pretty complex if you want to have success in it. So the main reason I wanted to quit was because I was putting in so much effort and not getting much out of it in terms of income. And when you work, when you spend time away from your kids, and you're also a stay-at-home mom, like when you're putting forth the energy and the thought and the momentum towards work, you want it to be worth it. And I just was not seeing that at all, and not experiencing what other people have experienced in YouTube. I was like, am I the only one not making anything and putting in so much work and effort? There's so much laundry in our house. We're just scattered everywhere. Surprised I found this dress. Yay. But really quick, this is a very important part of every single one of my YouTube videos. It's kind of the reason why I'm staying. So let me do this little sponsorship segment in the most organic, authentic way. That's the only way I agree to do things with companies. Then let me tell you a little bit about it. Like, this is totally not what YouTubers do, but I want you guys to see the importance of these things and even the companies that I choose to work with. Okay, so big thank you to Earth Breeze for sponsoring this portion of the video. Welcome to my laundry room. We are going to give her a little upgrade, but for now, this is her and she's perfect. Here's the thing about laundry. Here's the thing about laundry detergent specifically. Do you know that it's one of the top culprits for toxins in a home? Because you're inhaling it, you're wearing it, you're sleeping in it. That's why I love companies who are disrupting the industry. Earth Breeze is one of them. They provide us with a much cleaner and better option than what you're seeing on regular shelves. For instance, Earth Breeze products are free of parabens, preservatives, and optical brighteners. Okay, so Earth Breeze is detergent. Look at this. So their detergent comes in sheets. Technically, you're supposed to use half for like a medium-sized load or normal-sized load. If you have a lot of mud or a larger load, use the full sheet. So I'm putting in pretty decent, no dish towels go in with the clothing. Did you guys know that? Never put dish towels in with clothing. But their detergent is hypoallergenic. It's really gentle on the skin. It's just a really great option, you guys, that stands out. I'm all about that. I'm all about, no whites. Finding better options, finding companies that are doing things the right way. Their packaging is also eco-friendly because it comes in this cardboard package, which may I say is so handy, not only at home, but when you're traveling. These are my go-to. They have scented versions, unscented versions. They're all good. I'm so grateful for companies who do things the right way. That's what I will show on my channel at all times. Companies who are disrupting the industries and doing things intentionally and correctly. If you use this QR code here or this link down below, you can get 40% off with your auto shipment for Earth Breeze, which means you never have to think about buying laundry detergent again. It can just come right to you. Thank you again, Earth Breeze, for sponsoring this portion of the video. And yes, I jumped all the way on top of my washing machine for that shot. Now I have to get down. And let's get back to folding my laundry. Like, it's literally just, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's all right. Just part of the process. It's all good. So here's my plan, you guys. I was planning on selling shampoo, joining Monat, and just doing that lifestyle, which I've done before. I did Beauty Counter for 6 years. I didn't talk a ton about it, but part of me wants to give you a fresh view so you can see the legitimacy of the chaos in this room. There, that's better. Okay, where were we? Hair and shampoo. I love Monat. I think they're a wonderful company. I love some of the people that I worked with. And part of that felt free, that I didn't have to keep up with an algorithm and things like that. But as I got to working with Monat, I have nothing wrong with the company, but I realized that in order to be successful, I have to be on Instagram 24/7, like responding to people, sharing about it on Instagram, and that wasn't what I really wanted either. I did love serving women. I did love helping them like fix their hair issues. I still love that. Like, I'm a problem solver through and through. I love helping people when they're like, what do I do with this ailment for my child? I'm like, well, this is what I've done, and it's really helped. Like, I love that. And so Monat felt like it fit. Like, women who had terrible dry skin or oily scalps, really thin hair, I felt like I could make a living from helping others and helping them fix these little issues. So I did that for a while and I made some money, but I felt this same, like, I'm putting in a lot of work. I was actually making income from it, but I don't love being on my phone. So I wouldn't say it's the same as YouTube. Actually, it's different, because YouTube I was doing so much work that I loved, but I wasn't making any money. Monat, I was doing a lot of work that I loved, but I was making money. But the catch was I had to be on Instagram all the time. And with 3 boys and then being pregnant with my 4th, I was like, I don't think this is what I want either. And I totally jumped ship into Monat, like in a desperate way. I need to be folding and I'm just talking. How about I do 5 things? Out of nowhere, I was accepted into Aento, which is this sponsorship program for YouTube channels where I put, like, I just have, I guess, a profile and companies can find my channel and give me bids. I received my first bid, and for substantially more than I've ever made on a bid. It was actually Earth Breeze. Earth Breeze was my first company to reach out to me on Aento, and I was like, wait, is this legit? Did some emailing, did some connecting, contacting. It was legit. The Lord literally, through this app, Aento, said, I think you need to stay on YouTube. That's what I felt like he said, because he opened a door for the work that I'm doing on YouTube to be worth it financially. I ended up getting 6 bids last month. That's why you saw a ton more videos, which was way over, I was in way over my head trying to get all that done. I ran myself dry and I'm now exhausted. But it just opened up this door of, hey, I will provide for you. is what the Lord was saying. Clear as day. I don't remember signing up for this Aento app, but as a YouTuber, that's how you make the majority of your money. It's from sponsorships, not affiliates. Affiliates is when I give you a code and I make like 5% or 3% of what you purchase. So it's not a lot. Then you make certain ad revenue from your videos, which it fluctuates. And if you focus on that, you drive yourself nuts. It's like worshiping the algorithm, which is not what I'm here for. And then there's sponsorships, which is where you can get the majority of your finances from YouTube. So that's what God did. He totally opened up that door. I like, to this day, I don't remember signing up for it. I must have in like the late hours of the night being like, okay, let's just see what this does. So here I am back again, very, very prayerful that I can do this the right way. Not focusing on my numbers and the algorithm, but focusing on creating content that can support women, because that's why I started in the first place. I guess that's where it evolved. That's where I find my passion, and that's where burnout stays far away, when I'm focusing on building a community of women who all want to live these vibrant, intentional, godly lives with tons of minimalism and simplicity mixed in there. But that was the crazy road that I've been on over the last 5-6 months, and my sweet husband was really honest with me throughout that, so I'm really grateful for him. But here we are, and we are continuing. I would love to hear from you guys what videos you want to see, what content you look forward to seeing, and how I can continue to serve you on this platform. But I'm here to be authentic and real, but also show you how I've failed and how I've succeeded, because God put me here for a reason, to help and support other women. I have a home decluttering course that has supported so many women, and in their words, in someone's words that wrote a review, gave them new life. So literally that's why I'm here, and I feel called. I feel called. I feel like the Lord said, yep, you can stay. It's time to stay. This is where you're gonna be. So that was my crazy story. I don't think I got any laundry done. More home renovations and updated videos coming your way. Please let me know what you guys love to see and what makes you feel supported, and even just what is enjoyable to watch. I am so grateful you're here. Thank you for listening to this chatty video. If you have any more deeper questions about YouTube, hopefully I touched on a lot of them. I'm really grateful for this job. I'm grateful the Lord allowed me to keep it. Okay, now I really need, well, no, it's soccer practice time, so we're gonna go. See you guys in the next video.
This is as good a day as any to start the rebuilding.